Walk, Ride, Fly from New York City will start momentarily. Greetings, Walk, Ride, Fly family. I am back. Today I'm coming to you from West 51st and 5th Avenue. As you guys might already know, 5th Avenue is one of the most famous avenues in New York City. You can find the most luxurious, expensive shops, famous companies, a lot of things. And you know, if you're a tourist, you know, you have to come to 5th Avenue just at least to see it. And you know, it has some historical sites, a couple of historical sites, beautiful churches and so on. All right, so I'm gonna walk around and show you guys what's going on. I haven't been here for a little while, and just wanted to see what's going on here, see if it's any different from other parts of the city, see if there are any updates, and I just wanted to bring that to you. Stay tuned. Okay, friends, so I'm gonna start my tour here on 5th Avenue and West 51st with one of my favorite churches in the city. I should say cathedral, because this is actually a cathedral. This is St. Patrick's Cathedral, and look how beautiful it is. Look at that. Even on, you know, stressful days, I would just come here, you know, after work and just hang out here, you know, back in the day. And this church is just magnificent. It is beautiful inside and outside as well. It's just stunning. I couldn't remember when it was built, but I'm telling you, this is just a very beautiful place, a very special place. Look at this. So normally, of course, you know, this place would be busy with tourists from all over the world. But now, due to this mess that we're in, it is closed. And I don't even know if you can even get closer to the door. I'll give it a try. All right, let's get going. I could just stand here and look at this church for days. I would never get tired. I wish I could go inside and show it to you guys, but maybe one day soon. Let me just show you this side, including the flag.
You brought it upstairs already, or is it still?
Look at that. That is just a stunning piece of architecture that has been standing here for a very long time. I still can't remember what year it was built. Let's see. All right, maybe I can find it by the door. Okay, I'm not sure if that's the date that it was, or the year that it was built. I don't think so. It looks older than 1965. Anyways, this is an amazing church. Let's see. All right. I wish I could capture every angle, every piece of it, but it's not that easy. It's humongous. Okay, that is St. Patrick's Cathedral. So now let's get going and walk on 5th Avenue. All right, for those of you guys who are interested in exploring and learning more about St. Patrick's Cathedral, here you go. That's the website. And if you come to New York, it's free to get in. You can come in at any time. And it's a lot of fun. You can just sit there and, you know, listen to prayers, Keep calm, keep sane. And here we go, the most famous store on Fifth Avenue. That is Saks Fifth Avenue store. I believe this is their flagship store. I think this is the biggest one in the country, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, I don't shop here, so I wouldn't know. But I've heard a lot of good things. And it's famous for having a lot of flags. Yeah, it seems like actually most of the buildings and the businesses in general put up a lot of flags. And now we're passing John Cardinal O'Connor's Way, and that's East 50th Street. This is still Saks Fifth Avenue store. And there is the Rockefeller Center to my right. Michael Kors store. That tall building that you're seeing right in front of you is the NBC studio office. All right, let's get going. As you can see, every store is closed. A little bit crowded, a little bit more crowded than I expected. I'm kind of surprised. I'm seeing a lot more people because in other parts of the city you don't see anyone for maybe like a block or so, then one person pops up. But here, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not as crazy and crowded as it used to be, of course. So it looks a lot different, but you know, at least there's some human activity going on. All right, and just to let you know, Fifth Avenue here divides the east and the west part of the city. So as you can see, some of so on that side it says West 49, and then on this side, let me see, I'm gonna tilt it a little bit, East 49. So Fifth Avenue is our imaginary dividing line, or a reminder, I should say, to know which side is the east, which side is the west. All right. Let's see. So it's kind of going quiet right now. Let's see what it says here. Prioritize the health and safety of our teams, customers, and community. We will be closing all Puma stores in North America at the end of the day today, March 16th. So they've been closed since March 16th through Friday, March 27th. See, the idea was the lockdown was going to be for a couple of weeks, maybe for a few days, and that we were going to resume business and go to normal business days, but that doesn't happen, of course. And I think New York extended it until May 15th, I believe, and it might even be extended more. And when they do open up the city, or when the restrictions are lifted, it would be in phases. So I think construction and manufacturing will be the first phase, and then other services will follow. I'm not sure what would be in the second phase, but it's not gonna open all at once. There are gonna be a few stages, or phases, I should say. All right, there's H&M. That sounds affordable, right? I don't know about this Michael Kors or Lululemon. I don't know about those. All right. Wow, to be honest, I'm surprised that there are these many people on Fifth Avenue. I mean, everything is closed. I'm just gonna cross here really quickly. I know the sign is not on, but there are barely any cars. Yeah, the same thing here. Let's see what it says. Oh, and this one is supposed to be closed until April 2nd. But that did not happen. It's just interesting to see the contrast, you know, when things are normal, this part of the city is super crowded, you know, with cars, noise, ambulance, buses, pedestrians, bikes, everyone would be swarming this part of the city, just like any part of the city, but, you know, especially this one because it's Fifth Avenue. There are a lot of tourists, you know, who stop by just to see what's going on and to go to stores, to shop, and also go to historical sites as well, just like St. Patrick's Church. Can you guys guess what's coming up? Right there. You see it? If you do, let me know in the comment section. Alright, I'll just cross quickly here. There's no car coming this way. And friends, make sure to subscribe, share this video, ask any questions. My goal is to have enough subscribers to live stream videos from New York City, and I'll try to do that every other day once I reach the YouTube requirement, which I believe is 1,000 subscribers. So once I get to that number, I'm definitely gonna start live streaming. So if you guys enjoy these videos and if you guys want to continue or you want me to start live streaming, please share, subscribe, help me reach that goal. I'm definitely going to bring you guys more awesome videos from New York City, different parts of the city, to kind of show you what's going on. And in this area, there are a lot of embassies or consulates. I think that's the consulate for the Philippines. And let's see what else I can find. Oh, there's Portugal right there. Under that sign, under that Mr. Bing sign. Far right on the right side, or on the left side of the street. Alright, it's my turn to walk. Oh yeah. Now I see Colombian flag on the right. I studied international trade and economics, so I do enjoy, international relations. Just understanding how geopolitics affects our day-to-day life and so on. So for me, whenever I see a flag, I usually can tell what country it is. It's just one of the things I enjoy. Random things, random info. Yes, most stores, as I expected, are closed. It's just I don't know, it's just feels weird to see all these stores closed. And even essential services, aka restaurants and other businesses that are supposed to open are sometimes not open because with low customer volume they cannot sustain the business. They cannot make a profit, or they have low profit, so they end up closing. I've seen a lot of restaurants that started doing takeout for a little bit, and then they saw that it wasn't worth it, so they ended up closing. And that happened a lot. Most of the restaurants and cafes that are open are big chain restaurants and cafes, big names, that have corporate backing. Other than that, nothing. Or maybe, you might find like one out of I don't know how many, but it's not that common. All right, now I'm at East 44th Street. I'm gonna walk for a little while, so for you guys to enjoy. Every bit of it, left and right. That's the MetLife building, close to the Grand Central Terminal. Oh, that reflection is not that great. Okay, there you go. Much better. It's getting a little quieter here now. It's not as busy. On a positive note, because of the situation, I got to enjoy the city, like really enjoy it. And I know I can't go inside anywhere, but let's see here. This is Urban Outfitters, closed as well, as expected. Yes, in any case, I got to see the city with a different light, just with a different perspective. not, when it's crowded and busy, and that I'm rushing to go somewhere, or people around me are rushing to be somewhere, and always crazy and noisy, a lot of smog. But right now it just feels a little peaceful, just a little bit of serenity, peace, in the midst of our usual chaos. And one thing that I noticed during this time is that a lot of people with supercars are coming out of nowhere. I'm like, where were all these nice cars? I mean, you do see nice cars in New York City, but not as often, because there's a lot of traffic, so there's no point of people bringing those cars, as you can't go far. Just traffic is bumper to bumper. So, but now, since the streets are empty, you see a lot of Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis and Corvettes and so on. At least that's what I noticed. Oh, today's such a beautiful day. This is awesome. Oh my God. Could this day be any better? Now crossing East 42nd Street. And that beautiful building that you see right across the street is the New York Public Library. If you are a resident of the city, I believe you get a library card for free. I don't think you have to pay, because I believe the taxes that are paid contribute to the day-to-day expenses of the library. So if you're a resident of New York City, you get a free library card, and you get to go inside and check out books, read, and a lot more, I believe. All right, I'm just gonna wait for my turn and cross the street. There you go. A lot of Instagram influencers are taking advantage of this opportunity to take pictures around the city. And a lot of bloggers and photographers are taking advantage of the situation in the city and taking pictures, videos, and so on. All right, I'm actually going to cross the street and show you guys that library up close. Fifth Avenue. Yeah, I think I've seen maybe 4 or 5 photographers so far. Look at these toys. See, you don't even need to go to Netherlands. You can be in New York and visit Netherlands, Just kidding.
I know, it's really pretty, right?
They're very, very pretty. Look at this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna focus on the building and up with the tulips. Look at that. I've been inside a couple of times when I was in school, and trust me, this place is beautiful. The lighting, the architecture. As you can see, the outside is beautiful, the inside is very beautiful as well. But yeah, I'll be back and I'll bring you guys more videos once once everything opens up. Inside views of, you know, that church, St. Patrick's Cathedral, and also the New York Public Library as well. Oh, how magnificent. Trying to capture the pigeons. Oh, hello, pigeons. How are you? Are you on lockdown as well? All right, time to go. More tulips. Let's see. One more time for the New York Public Library. Let's go. Alright, time to continue our walk. Oh, more pigeons. Hello, friends. You guys waiting for food or eating grass? What's going on? Just sitting here, hanging out? Alright. I'll let you do that. West 40th Street. As I mentioned earlier, this side is the west side and the other side is the east side. West side, west side. There is Maison Kaiser. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's one of my favorite pastry shops in the city, especially this location. They have great selections. I'm assuming it's not open. It's not essential. See it right there in the middle with the number 8, far left side. All right. Yes, the city has changed a lot, and very quickly. I would say, changed very, very quickly. You know, some other cities are not as busy or not as crowded, and then when there's a lockdown, you don't feel it as much. But when it's New York City and you stand in the middle of the street on 40th Street and there are no cars coming, well, maybe one far away, and just be able to cross the street and just walk around with without seeing crowds is just, I don't know. Kind of feels different. Very, very different. A lot of uncertainty. A lot of discomfort and a lot of other feelings, you know, maybe a little bit of anxiety as well. We don't know what's going on. We don't know. I mean, we know what's going on, but you know what I mean. This is just, we don't know how it's going to change our lives and how much of a change we're going to experience after this. Just, yeah, it feels very uncomfortable, to be West. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to think about what's going to happen later on and how much our life will change. Anyways, I'm just going to wait here and cross the street. Oh, you know what? Compared to other part of the city, I mean, I see more cars as well. It looks a little more crowded and busy. A lot more people. All right, time to cross. Kind of want to show you guys something here. That store right there, that bakery, ⁴ ⁷ I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's a Turkish chain of bakery. And so I was in Turkey a couple of months ago. I got hooked. They have Turkish bread. It's kind of like sesame seed bagel type. I mean, I can't say bagel because it doesn't have the same texture. But it kind of looks like that. It kind of looks like a, yeah, actually the closest thing that I could say is a bagel. And then it's, sesame seed on top of it. And it's everywhere in Turkey. And when I came back, I saw this store. I'm like, wow, we do have this store in New York City, which is cool. I didn't think it was an international chain because I only saw it in Turkey. But yeah, as they say, if you cannot find it in New York, you cannot find it anywhere else. Every billboard, every sign is about COVID-19. Everything is about coronavirus pandemic. That's just our life. Now crossing West 38th Street. And if you shop at CVS, like me, make sure to take advantage of coupons, the app, everything. I've been shopping at CVS for a couple of years now, and I get pretty good discounts. I'm a discount guy, I don't enjoy paying full price. That's just me. Some people don't care for small items, but I do. Just so you guys know, this is not a sponsored content by CVS. I just like the store because I know how to get some deals. That's it. All right, coming up is West 37th Street. Surprised. There's a lot of activity going on in this area, which is good. It just reminds you that life is going to come back. New York is going to come back and be normal one day. Maybe not 100% like we used to. That we used to experience, but maybe something similar or close to it. And I'm hoping it's going to be the same for the rest of the world as well, not just New York. You know, that people are going to be able to do whatever they want, whenever they want, and not be confined to their homes. I believe 18 or 20 states have already begun easing restrictions in many parts of the U.S. And some of those states, you know, have low pandemic cases, low number of cases. And states like Georgia, even though they're opening, I think they have at least 23 or 24,000 cases. So I don't know how it's going to work. I just hope that, you know, the numbers don't spike up once everything opens up. Here is another bakery. Maison Kaizen. I don't even know how to say it properly, but I know it's a French or Belgian bakery. Maybe Belgian. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's the same chain as the one I mentioned earlier by West 42nd Street. Yeah, so if you haven't been able to tell, I enjoy pastries. I don't eat them as often because I have to be careful. You know, I can't just eat cake all the time, but good pastry, good coffee is my thing. I will go for miles for days to find good coffee and pastry if I'm craving it. But these days I'm learning to live without, just like everyone else. Getting rid of the non-essential consumptions. You know the story. Just getting the basics. Even the basics. It's not easy to find these days. I was actually at a grocery store a couple of days ago, and just like anywhere else, you have to stand in line for 30-40 minutes depending on the line, depending on what time you're there. And you know, it's first come, first served, one in, one out type of process. So in any case, I went there, and once I got in, I noticed there are a lot of tags on a lot of items, and I, you know, started reading them, and most of them restrict it's to restrict customers from buying and hoarding items. Just like, you know, so when this pandemic started, the restrictions were mainly on toilet papers, paper towels, sanitizers, and things like that. But now it's including eggs, milk, butter, and all these basic things. So that just made me think, where are we going? You know, is it because the supply chain is breaking completely, or, you know, is it starting to break? I'm just, it's just, I don't know. It just makes me anxious about our future, and, you know, how society is going to function after this. We will function, but I'm saying we don't know what the ramifications will be for years to come. So they had restrictions on items like butter, eggs, milk, and of course, you know, toilet paper and paper towels, any paper products, you know, like tissues and anything like that. So the restrictions, I believe, are getting stricter and stricter and worse, it looks like. Imagine if you have a big family, you can't buy as much as you want to, or you know, you would have to come back a couple of times, wait in line for at least, you know, 30-40 minutes and so on. It's just yeah, that's gonna change everything. All right, so I think I'm gonna end my walk here. I'll let you guys guess where I am. I am on West 34th Street and 5th Avenue. I think you guys know where I am, but in any case, I'll just show it to you anyways. That's right. Empire State Building. I cannot wait for everything to open up, and so I can go inside the Empire State Building one more time. The view from the top is just spectacular. It's unbelievable. I've been inside a couple of times because, you know, whenever my friends, you know, come to visit me from California, they're like, oh, you know, let's go to Empire State Building. And usually I say, oh, do you guys want to go up? And we do. So every year, whenever a friend comes to visit, we go up. Okay, so I think you guys kind of get an idea of what 5th Avenue looks like today, April. All right, so I think I'm gonna end my video here. I will be back again. Whenever it's a beautiful day like today, I'll walk around and show you guys more of New York City. All right, and today's April 28th, 2020. This is my New York City lockdown edition video. All right, take care. Don't forget to subscribe, share it with friends on social media, and so on. All right, take care.